We are thrifting and restyling those pieces. Hello and welcome back to The Realm & Co. I'm Rebecca, and on this channel we talk all things style and fashion. Things like thrifting, vintage, upcycling, outfit ideas, all that goodness. And I know you're here because you love those things too. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and follow along. Today you are going back in time with me. We are going to do some mindful thrifting. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna take those pieces that I thrifted and we're gonna restyle them in multiple ways. Part of mindful thrifting is before you make that purchase, you want to think about all the ways you can style and restyle those pieces. How do these pieces work within my current wardrobe, and how many ways can I restyle them? So let's go thrifting.
It is day 2 of mindful thrifting. I'm at Community Thrift in Wesley Heights in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think it's Wesley Heights. Keeping that mindful thrifting and conscious curation of my wardrobe in mind, let's go thrifting. That primary color in this really great, amazing red trench. Michael Kors, 25. This is a great find. It's real leather for $20, and it's just this cropped suede jacket. So cool. I love this. It's a maxi skirt. It's a neutral color. It's just a really cool length. Not for me, but I absolutely love it. Here's that primary yellow. Again, one of those primary colors. Not what I'm looking for. If you are shopping for 2026 trends, you can find it in the thrift. Time for a cart edit. I have the Isaac Mizrahi suede little jacket. I think this one's a no, but it's in very good condition. So someone head on over because it looks pretty great. This vintage black blouse. I think this one is a yes. I do not have one. I love the tie at the neck, so I think I'm gonna go ahead with this one. It is $10. The vintage men's Wrangler vest. This is a no, definitely not my size. Not sure why I picked it up. This vintage plaid skirt. I need to do a little test on the size, maybe wrap it around my waist or my neck to see, but if it fits, this is a yes. The J. Crew men's striped shirt. This is a yes. I wear these all the time, especially during the summer. And then this vintage tablecloth. So I'm gonna inspect it a little bit to see if it's in good condition. I think this one also might be a yes. I did find a couple things at this thrift. Most of them were vintage, which was also really cool to find. I do want to make sure I'm being mindful of just not buying vintage in the thrift stores just because it's there. It's such a rare thing these days. So I do think I was pretty conscious about what I was bringing into my wardrobe. Are these things I'm going to wear? Are these things that will match with my current wardrobe? So I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna say good for now, but I'm gonna continue to practice mindful thrifting through the rest of the year.
I'm so excited to be styling these pieces. I am obsessed with them. So I styled each piece in 3 different ways, and we're gonna go through and talk through how I styled them. So let's start with the first piece. The first piece is this vintage black top. It has a tie at the neck, so it's a necktie blouse. And I really don't have a black blouse, which is crazy. I have black and white blouses with prints on them, but I don't have a solid black. One thing I really loved about this piece was the necktie. Absolutely loved it. And then also the print on this shirt. It's so pretty. So we are gonna talk through restyling this piece in 3 different ways. The first look is this all black look with a layered vest. Now the vest adds a little bit more texture to the look, which I love. Although this look is mostly monochromatic, the style elements come in with the different textures. So the silky blouse, the rough denim, and the texture of that vest. Of course, I love the icing on this look, which are all of the accessories. So you have the black beret, the layered brooches, and that beautiful belt. And that belt buckle just pops. The second look, I wanted to experiment with layering the shirt under a dress. So I, of course, picked my favorite denim dress, which if you haven't seen me restyle this dress in so many different ways, I will link the video in the description and somewhere up here. But I love this look because it is more casual and can be worn in different seasons. But the necktie blouse with the dress, just love it. Of course, for just adding elements of style, I added the hair scarf, all of the jewelry, and the bag. Now this next look I feel is a little more dressy because I'm pairing the shirt with a pair of black slacks and heeled sandals. But for layering, I'm adding this gorgeous vintage vest, which I love. Elevating that look, I added the black beret. If y'all don't know, I love berets. The black bag is pretty basic, but I added this scarf, which kind of ties in with the vest. And although the scarf is striped and the vest is plaid, I really love the print mixing here. The next piece I got, I'm so excited for. It is this plaid skirt. And it fit. I was so happy when I did the neck test in the thrift store. I'm obsessed with this. A lot of you might be thinking, it's a plaid skirt, how can you restyle that? I love this challenge. I was the most excited to restyle this skirt because I think plaid skirts are actually way more versatile than you always think they are. I could probably think of a million more ways to style this. Let's go to the first look. The fun thing about styling plaid is all of the print mixing that I will be doing in most of these looks. However, you don't necessarily need to do that. You can be more simplistic, but for me, I love that. So this first look is a little more subtle, but I mixed prints with the striped turtleneck and the plaid skirt. I added this blazer that has gold buttons, which was a similar style to the button on the skirt. Of course, the style accessories, the beret, and the bag. Now, I also added boots to this skirt, which I thought was such a vibe. This might be my favorite look. This one is more of a schoolgirl vibe. It's a plaid skirt. It's hard not to do this one. So I added a white button-up shirt and a tie. I added the vest. I love the texture mixing with the plaid skirt and the herringbone vest. Love it. And of course, all of the style accessories, the beret, the tie, the brooch. I love this look. Being a little bit more playful with my styling here, I really wanted to lean in on some of that print mixing. So I actually put the skirt over a polka dot dress that I have. The dress is actually made to look like a shirt here, but I love rethinking how you can utilize pieces in your wardrobe to become different pieces. Absolutely love the polka dot and the plaid combo here. So good. And of course, for accessories, I added the black beret, the bow, which is so good, the beaded bag, and the fun fishnet socks with Mary Jane's. So this look is a little more playful and I love it. And for a bonus look, I thought it would be fun to pair the black blouse and the plaid skirt together. Now, I could have just left it with the blouse and the skirt and the boots, and it would have been a great outfit. But I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I added the houndstooth beret and added a polka dot scarf onto the bag. Again, print mixing in multiple ways here. I love this combo. I thought they were great together. It's almost like I thrifted an entire look, which was great. I love the aspect of mindful thrifting where I pause before I purchase something and really think through how I can incorporate this piece into my wardrobe. How can I style it and restyle it in multiple ways? I had so much fun restyling these pieces. Let me know in the comments if you like these pieces and which look was your favorite and how you would style them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I always appreciate the support. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at therealm.co. And until next time, wear what you love.